What's up guys, it's Miss Daphne Hustles. In today's video, I'll be showing you step by step how to list a book on eBay. So if you're interested, then stay tuned. Alright guys, so before we get started, I just want to say, excuse the mess in the bag. I am in the process of moving, so it is a little extra junky back there. If you are completely new to reselling books, then you may be asking yourself, where do I get books to resell on eBay? How are resellers sourcing their books? I'm pretty sure there are a lot of creative ways that you can source books to resell, but here are just a few. Thrift stores, guys. I love going to thrift stores. It's actually the only way that I source my books. I am not primarily a book seller, so it's just like extra to me selling books. So it really just depends on what you're trying to do. I feel like you get the most profits out of thrift stores. You can usually get books really cheap at a thrift store. The only downfall to sourcing books at thrift stores is that it can be time consuming. Although there are ways that you can like kind of speed up that process of sourcing books, like if you invest into like a third-party app or software or something like that to put in your phone. The second way is retail stores. I would not say this is the best way, but I'm not going to say that there aren't any profits in retail stores. One store that I know is a store like Dollar Tree. You can probably find some pretty good profits in some of those books, but sometimes those books are really selling for really low, and then when you pay the dollar, and it's just really not worth picking up. But there are some books. I've picked up a few books at Dollar Tree before, and I was able to make like a $6 or $7 profit on it. So that's one store I know of. And then possibly places like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. If their books are on clearance, those journals and devotional type books and stuff like that, normally those types of books sell pretty good. But if you, so I wouldn't just say to take a day and go to a retail store to source books, but if you're already there, just run through the clearance aisle and see if you can find any profits there. The third way to source books is garage sales. I have not personally tried to search at a garage sale, but I know that a lot of people do. And this is probably the closest thing to a thrift store. You could get them really cheap and you can get some nice profit books there. You'll probably find a lot of vintage books at garage sales, which is great for eBay. So this is a great way to source books to resell on eBay. To find garage sales in your area, just do a quick Google search, and I'm pretty sure an app or a website will pull up that will help you find active garage sales in your area. The fourth way to source books is wholesale, guys. You can buy books by the pallet, by local wholesalers, or search online. Just do a quick Google search, books by the pallet or books wholesale or something like that, and I'm pretty sure local wholesalers will pop up in your area, or it'll be a lot of wholesale sites that are selling books by the pallet. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the time they are out of stock, but if you get into the know, do a little research of when they actually restock their inventory, you want to be the first one on that site to purchase those pallets. Again, I'm not gonna drop any companies down, because again, I don't want to give you guys a company and then it's no good, because I don't buy books that way. But this is a way that people do source books, and it's a way that you can too. But do your own research. Search the companies before you just give your money to them. Another way is family and friends. If you just let your family and friends know what you are doing, most of them will just give you unwanted books for free. If not, then just offer a small incentive, and then hopefully they will agree to that and give them to you then. Usually that's a good way to source books, is to just sell what you already have, or getting donations from close family members or friends. I know you can also probably put ads for people who are looking to sell books. Maybe put an ad on a place like OfferUp or Craigslist, and if you are looking to get rid of books or something like that, give me a call and I will pick them up for free, no charge to you. I will just come and pick up your books. Be careful with that, guys, but I'm just giving you another creative way to source books to resell. Last but not least, guys, libraries. Libraries have sales. Again, this is another just quick Google search of book sales in Texas or wherever you are. It will probably be a website or something that pops up, or of course it's going to be a few, but it'll be a couple of websites that are telling you where book sales are happening, and a lot of them will probably be local libraries or something like that who's having a book sale. Again, I don't know too much about the sales at libraries, but I have heard that people source books this way, like a lot. I've never tried it, but it is another way, and it's something that you can try. Those are a few ways that you can source books. So now that we know how we can source books, once we have our books on hand, the very first thing we want to do is, before we list it, to make sure that the book is profitable. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into the eBay app and then show you how I look at my books. Alright guys, so I'm just going to show you this book right here. I just pulled this book I recently picked up not too long ago, and I'll just use this one for example. You can list books one way by just hitting this camera button right here. You can take a picture of it, click on the camera, and then just take a picture like that, and then it'll search this way, which I'm pretty sure all this is not this book, but and then another way, I usually just scan the barcode, to be honest though, but that's one way to scan a book, the picture of the book, similar to Amazon, and then you can click the barcode and search the barcode. So we pulled up 11 books with this same barcode. So the fact that we see this already is at a pretty decent price. So we want to see if this book is actually selling. So we have 11 books listed. We're going to go ahead and hit filter here. And then more options. And then we're going to click sold. So eBay is showing us that 23 has sold, so that's actually pretty good, given that's only 11 listed, and it's showing that this book is actually selling. We have a few that has sold in March, so that's pretty good. What I'm going to do is sorts from high, so I can see a price range that I can sell this at. I do have a signed copy, which I will show you. This book is actually signed. Oops. This book is actually signed. So let me go back. So I see that a signed copy sold for $34. Another signed copy sold for $30. So just by this alone, I'm not going to do too much I'm not going to look in this too much more, but I do know that my book is in excellent condition, no highlighting or anything inside, and it is a signed copy, so I would probably sell mine for around the same price. But one thing I do like to do is to see what's available, not just what's sold. So I do see a couple of other signed copies, this one at $149, $79. I'm going to sort this from high because I want to see how much I can actually make off my book, and not what's selling, but because this book is still selling, I want to see what I can actually sell my book for. So I want to see what other people are selling it for that is available, not what's sold, but what's available. So I'm going to sort mine. Actually, I'm going to sort it. I'm going to turn it back around and sort it from low. I am not competing with these stock photos at all, so I'm going to scroll past them. I think with books and a lot of other products that are used, people like to see what they're actually getting. So I see one right here that's selling for $29.99 free shipping. I'm just going to scroll through, take a look at their photos. This is actually, the photos are not the best, but it looks like the book is in pretty good condition, and it is a signed copy for $30. That's the one. I'm going to scroll past this one and see the next cheapest one is actually $70, and then it goes to $150. So I would actually probably list my book closer to that $70 range. And y'all, to be honest, this is my book right here. So I'm going to actually show you how I take my photos as well, but when we get to that part. So this is just, I'm showing you how I actually source my books to one. I mean, I keep saying source. How I look up my books to see if it's profitable, and then what I would like to price it at. So again, you would just scan the book. You want to see if the book is even worth selling. Look at what's available, see what's sold. And that was pretty good that we have 11 available, 20 something sold. The book sold recently in March. That's all pretty good signs. And then I'm going to come back to what's unsold and see what's left, what's available that's similar to mine. And again, I don't really want to compete with any stock photos because it's a stock photo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that a lot of consumers like to see what they're actually purchasing. So I'm going to only compare my listing to people who take photos of their books, and that's what I'm going to do. So I've already showed you that. So I told you that I'm going to list mine around a $70 range. And then that's that. So now that we found out if our book is profitable, we're going to go ahead and list it. So what I like to do is just kind of, so how I list my books is I actually draft them from sold listings. So I'll go back to sold because I want somebody who has a pretty good title because they sold it already. It's proof that they sold it. So let's get some similar things to, you know, some similar keywords and stuff, and whatever information that they may have in their listing that help their items sell. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just going to scroll through and look for something that I like, how that's close to how I'll actually format my listing. And then I'll just change a few things to how I actually list mine. So I'm going to go for, well, y'all, because, you know, I take forever to do things. So I'm just going to click a random book. And then what you're going to do is just hit sell one like this. And then after that, one thing to keep in mind is that when you are selling something similar to somebody else, their information, their shipping preferences and all that stuff is going to pull, their shipping preferences is going to pull up your, like payment method and stuff like that, and your returns, that'll stay yours, but their shipping preferences will pull up. So you want to just draft the listing. So I'm just going to hit save for later. Okay, so this is how I actually do it, guys. You can do it a different way, but I like to draft my listings and fix them on the computer. I always list my things on the computer, but I'm just going to show you from the phone for the purpose of this video. So let's go to our drafts. This is not even an eBay page that I use to sell books on. Okay, so from here, we're going to leave this blank, and I'm going to show you how I actually photograph books. And then right here in item specifics, you want to make sure that all the required items right here at the top left, you see required. You want to make sure that all that information is filled in, including the condition. You want to make sure that that information is in. The recommended items, this will help your items rank better and be easily found. So you want to fill in this information if you can, okay? A lot of people don't fill it in, but I advise that you do fill in as much as you can, okay? And then after that, the category, this is within eBay, like how you set your own. No, is it? Oh no, so the category is going to automatically come up. I'm sorry, guys. The category is going to automatically come up because you are selling it similar to somebody else's. The books is going to automatically come up. So you don't have to touch category. In the description, you'll just write your own description. What I typically do is just copy my title. I will paste that, put that in bold, and then underneath I will put any imperfections to the book, and then I'll also confirm how I'm actually shipping it, and I will provide a screenshot of how my description looks. It's really simple, guys. You don't have to put too much. All right, guys, so the next thing you want to fill in is your pricing right here. So I do not do auctions. I like to do buy it now. You would just click buy it now. If you do want to auction, then you would click the auction button. And then if you want to do buy it now, you would leave it at buy it now. you'll just click this gray area a few times until it comes up, put the price that you want, and then I always do my items good till cancel. You can put an offer if you want to allow offers or don't allow offers, and then you can set a minimum amount if you would like. And then you put how many books that you have of that particular book, and then you will hit done, and then that information will be filled in. And again, like I was saying in the beginning, I don't know if I said this already, but I suggest doing your first listing on a computer. That way your if you've never sold on eBay anywhere, if this is your very first listing, then I would suggest to do it on a computer so that your payment preferences are already filled in, and then your return settings and all that stuff is already filled in. But if you've already created a listing, which I'm pretty sure most of you have, this stuff should automatically be filled in. You just want to confirm how you want to ship this item. And for me, it really just depends on the book, so I can't really tell you. For something like this, I'll most likely do free shipping or just charge a flat rate of $4.99 or $5.99. It just really depends on how much I'm selling the book for. If I want to make sure that it has insurance on it or not, I will ship it priority mail, and I will probably charge like $6.99 or something like that, a little bit cheaper than how much it'll actually cost me. So again, you would do whatever shipping option works for you. And then I would scroll down to the bottom, and then I would hit save for later. So I've filled out all my information, and I'm just drafting the item. So the next thing that I'm going to do is actually take the photos. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into my photo area and show you how I take photos of books. And I like to wear a glove because I like to use my hand to hold the book open. You can use what you like, a paperweight or anything, but I just use my hand because it's just faster and simpler. I don't have to worry about putting something there and then the book falling back over. So I like to take a photo of the outside. I'm going to go ahead and put my phone in square mode. You just kind of want to position a book to where that light isn't reflecting on it. Okay. Sometimes you have to take it at a distance to keep the light from reflecting. That's just because the surface is shiny. And you're just going to photograph like that. Let me stand up actually, because if you fall down, I won't do that. Oh. All right, so I'm going to take this photo here, and then I'm just going to open the book up. I'm going to get that first page to show that it is photographed like that. And I'm not using a flash just because so I don't get the reflections. The inside you could use a flash if you like, but it's okay because it's going to look nice once I remove the background. We're going to take a few photos of the inside just to show that the book is in mint condition on the inside and that there are no highlights or markings anywhere. You just want to open up a few pages of the book and get those photos. And then we're going to turn the book over to the back, take a photo that way. And like I said, you can just always use your hand if the book is giving you problems and doesn't want to act right, okay? So now that we have photos of our book, we're going to go ahead and go into our photo room app, guys. This is what I use to remove the background of my photos, and it does a lot of other cool things as well. Yeah, this is useful for a lot of things, but we're going to go ahead and click batch and then start batch, and then we're just going to click on all the photos and then hit add. And then we're just gonna go ahead and edit the photo like that. Hey, y'all, I don't approve of this photo right here, but I'm just showing you for the purpose of this video how I actually edit my photos. I actually would have did a lot more to make sure this picture was clean, but like again, I'll show you the actual listing because I did show it to you when I did it when I was doing this on eBay. one of those listings was actually my listing, but but just for the purpose of this video, I'm just showing you how I actually photograph and edit. So we're gonna just make sure it's positioned however you like. Just hit next. Oh my gosh, it locked me out. So you're gonna hit batch, start batch, click on all the photos that you took, and then you're just gonna click on the photo, and we're going to position a photo however you like. I don't know how you want your photo to be, like that, or if you want it larger. I prefer it to be larger to fill in a square like that. And then we're gonna hit next, and you're just gonna edit each photo however you like. I'm a lot more detailed than this, y'all. I'm moving fast for the purpose of the video so that I can just show you how to do it. But this is the app that I use to remove the background from my photos. See, like, even how my glove looks dirty and stuff, I would not actually use these photos. So again, this is just for the purpose of the video. I'm just trying to show you how I edit my photos. And you could have just really hit apply to all and it would have did the same, but I just like to edit all my photos. And then after that, you can export 8 images, hit save. Click on the listing from your drafts. Hit add with the photos. And then you're just gonna click on this photo button at the top. Let me go back. Hit add, the add sign, and then at the top left corner, there's a camera and then the little image button. You click on the image button and then click on all the photos that you edited that you want to include in the listing, and then just let them load. You want to arrange them and however you want to arrange them. Again, I would not list them like this. I'm just showing you how to get your photos into there, and then I would hit done, and then you would scroll down because all this stuff will be filled out already, and then you would just hit list item. Okay, that's it. All right, guys, so now that we have our drafted listing and now we have our photos, we're gonna go back into the eBay app and add the photos into the listing and get our item listed. All right, guys, so like I mentioned before, you can always use the stock photos that eBay provides. For example, if you were to actually click on one of those listings that had the stock photo, it would have transferred that stock photo into your listing as well. But like I said, I do recommend actually taking your own photos. When it comes to selling used books on eBay, I just believe that consumers like to visually see what they are actually purchasing. And of course, when it comes to buying used products, a lot of products does have small flaws. Even if the item is new, guys, there's going to be some minor scuff and scratching or something like that. And you always want to make sure that that is notated. Even if it's not nothing major, you can set the book as in like new condition with light storage wear, something like that. Hardly noticeable, book is like new, never read, but it was stored or something like that. You want to always make sure that you provide a good description and good photos of the products that you sell. And I believe that this will actually help the item sell faster. Not every buyer wants to wait for a response from the seller. So by just listing your items right the first time, you will prevent a bunch of unnecessary questions, and 2, you'll also prevent losing a potential customer. All right, guys, so now that we have our books listed, we need to store them. We need to put them away. So this is my book. How I store my books, again, guys, I do not have a large inventory of books. So I just simply store them inside of these cardboard DVD size and book size boxes. You can store your books however you choose. You can simply just sit them on a desk. On the desk. Put them on the shelves. Get like a book, organizer, DVD organizer, or whatever it is that you want to use. The only thing I suggest is to If you have a large inventory of books, or you plan on having a large inventory of books, like primarily being a bookseller, the only thing I would suggest is to actually create a numeral or alphabetical or whatever type system, storage system, to easily find your books when they sell. Yeah, that's the only thing I suggest, because what you don't want to do is have like 100 or 200 books or whatever the case, and then you find yourself overwhelmed, and then you're having to create a storage system, and then kind of having to reorganize all your books, going back into the listings and putting that inventory number in there and all of that. Just do it right from the beginning, so you don't have to waste time redoing it all. That's the only thing I suggest there. But again, this is how I store my books. I just simply place them in these cardboard boxes. But guys, like, I literally have no more than about 30 books down there on hand. Most of my books I do ship into Amazon. All right, guys, so the very last step is to actually pack your book up for shipping. So once your book sells and you need to ship it, I've had a lot of people who've asked me how I ship my books on eBay, guys. It's really simple. Of course, I wipe my books down, and then I place them inside of these clear poly bags with the suffocation warning label on it, and it's self-sealed. You just peel it and then fold it down. So once my book is inside this bag, I use this for lightweight books, guys. These you can get free if you have a store. If you do not have a store, you can just go on eBay and purchase them, or you can just purchase bubble mailers from anywhere. I want to say these are like 8 by 12 or something like that, or 8 by 15, 10 by 15, something similar to that. And you just simply, if it's a small book, I would just place the book inside and then fold it over like that, and I have like a little book length bubble mailer. That's how I ship my lightweight books. If I have a heavy book and it can fit inside this 9 by 12 envelope, this is the best route to ship. This is going to be your cheapest route when shipping a heavy book. If it can fit inside of here, and if need be, guys, just double this bag up. But this is going to be the cheapest route to shipping a heavy book if it can fit inside of here. If it cannot fit inside of there and it's maybe just longer, then your next route is this regional rate box. It's the same speed with priority mail. It is just cheaper. Typically, you could ship something 3 pounds or more for the price that you would pay for shipping it 2 pounds of regular priority mail. Or somewhere along those routes, girls. Don't quote me. I just know that the regional rate box is way cheaper. The regional A box is smaller, and the regional B box is bigger. They have this long box style, and then they also have a square box style. But one that lays more flat as opposed to just long like the regular priority boxes. So I know none of that makes sense when I say flat. But it's like, it opens like this is what I mean. It opens like this as opposed to it being like this. Okay, so that's how I ship my heavy books. If I have something that'll fit inside of here, this is going to be your cheapest route. Other than that, you would probably, if it's heavy, the next route is to get it inside of a medium flat rate box. You can typically get that for about what, depending on, I think flat rate medium, maybe like $12 or $13. So that would be your next alternative. But usually most books, it'll be fine. If it's not lightweight, shipping inside of here. If it's too big, shipping inside this regional box. You probably will not get to a regional B size because the medium mailing box would be cheaper than that regional B box. So you would just want to get you a few regional A boxes, and you always want to make sure you have these on hand, guys. If you do not know about these these bubble flat rate mailers, you need to get them, order them online. Sometimes they may have them inside the post office, but you can always just go online. You can go in and ask to see if they have them available. If they don't, then just go online and order them. Again, they are flat rate envelopes, guys. They're bubble mailers, and this is like the cheapest thing. Rates are like really increasing, but that's the cheapest route when going priority. All right, guys, so that's it. In this video, I've showed you how to source, list, photograph, store, and ship your books out to sell on eBay. I really hope that this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.